Welcome to Divine Alchemizing Warrior 18. I am Dar. This energy feels mentally overloaded, emotionally restless, digitally overstimulated, and spiritually distracted. Collective. Many of you look caught between anxiety and avoidance, between opportunity and indecision, caught between emotional healing and emotional numbness. And honestly, this reading feels like spirit calling out unhealthy coping mechanisms, over consumptions, attention seeking behavior, and people trying to distract themselves from what they actually need to confront internally. A lot of you are overstimulated but undernourished emotionally. There's too much scrolling, too much watching, too much waiting, and too much mental noise, and not enough grounding. But before we begin, let's cleanse and bless this reading. Divine light surround this space and every soul who enters it. I call upon Source, angels, guides, and ancestors of the highest good. Expel all negative energy, fear, and illusion, transmuting them into wisdom, strength, and healing. May the power of divine alchemy transform shadow into light, doubt into clarity, and pain into purpose. Protect this circle with love and truth, that each message delivered here serves only the highest path. We rise as warriors of spirit, aligned, guided, and renewed. So it is, and so it shall be. We have the Five of Coins and Spamming card together here. And this feels like desperation, lack, and attention seeking behavior. The Five of Coins is about financial struggles, emotional emptiness. It feels like rejection and insecurity. I'm sensing fear of abandonment and scarcity mentality. So, someone in this energy has fears of lack of resources, loss of money, and they feel uncertainty when it comes to their future. They feel uncertain that they're in the present. So with expanding, there is intrusive behavior in effect. Annoying phone calls. You could have been receiving phone calls and texts that was unwanted. But I feel as though you felt as though you may have to respond to these annoying calls. You could have been flooded with requests by someone who is pushing their own agenda, someone who has plans to grab your attention, to be in your energy. And this spamming card amplifies the energy of overreacting with their intrusive behavior and annoying phone calls and excessive messaging. They are repeatedly and constantly checking their phone to see if you are responding to their annoying messages. They are providing just over-consuming content. They're trying to force attention or validation upon you. Now, you may have responded to one of their texts, because in my last reading, Spirit has informed the collective that they need to speak up. Spirit informed you that you needed to speak up. So with this annoying phone calls and excessive text messages, you might have responded once, maybe even twice, but they responded to you about 10 to 15 times. And this could be someone obsessively reaching out to push their own agenda. This could be doom scrolling, constantly seeking reassurance from you. This could be emotionally spiraling online. The raw truth here, some people are trying to fill emotional voids with stimulation and attention from you because they have not been getting it. They are literally starving. They need your attention. They need your reaction. They need your response. They need your energy, but you're giving them little to none. And I feel as though you're giving them none, but this time, because again, my last reading, Spirit said, it's time for you to speak up. It's time for you to speak the truth. So I feel as though that you've done that, but you didn't want, you responded to their annoying messages, annoying excessive messages once or twice, and that was it. Now, spiritually speaking, this is energetic depletion, collective. You may be leaking energy through obsession, or someone in your energy is leaking energy through obsession, anxiety, digital overload, emotional fixation. Some souls are exhausted because they're constantly plugged into everybody else's energy while disconnected from themselves. My advice to you, stop chasing validation from people who constantly leave you emotionally hungry. And again, you may have to speak your truth, but you weren't validating. not that time. So don't get in the habit of responding to their excessive messages and annoying phone calls flooded with requests as they push their own agenda, because they want to feel as though you are seeking validation. So you want to reduce overstimulation. Someone in your energy needs to reduce their overstimulation. Emotional emptiness cannot be healed through constant distraction. We have the Ace of Coins and the Waiting cards paired here together. This energy, I feel as though, is an opportunity that exists, but movement is delayed. Because the Ace of Coins is about new financial opportunities that are emerging. New beginnings, stability, financial potential, grounded opportunities. But because it's paired with waiting, something is in limbo. This delay is frustrated, and it may leave you impatient. You may feel stuck or unable to move in a direction that you want to move. You may feel as though that opportunities were missed. This waiting card also should suggest hesitation or fear of starting a project that you may want to launch, a job that you may want to apply to, a side hustle you want to kick off, or some creative project that you've been thinking about. It also suggests waiting for the perfect time, which delays your actions. If you're waiting for the perfect time, you're just setting yourself up to be in procrastination mode. Some of you keep saying, I'll start when I'm ready. You are ready now, not later. The time is right now. You're becoming too comfortable in preparation mode. You've already prepared. You're ready now. So spiritually speaking, doors are opening quietly behind the scenes. But you may not recognize opportunities because you're too focused on old pain, old timelines, or old expectations that are just simply out of date. Whatever you focus on is what's going to manifest. So if you're focused on starting on something when you're ready, you're focusing on delays. You're focusing on being in limbo. You're focusing on unable to move because you don't feel as though you're ready. But you are. You're ready. Divine timing is present here. But so is procrastination. So that means you have to shift your focus to the present time because you're ready. So if you feel like you're ready, you'll get started, or you'll get back in the mode of completing what it is you did start. If you've already started something, if you have not started something, start it, because the time is now, not later. You may not think you're ready, but you are. Because remember, the doors are opening quietly behind the scenes. Divine is working it out. I always say in my readings that in the spiritual world, the 5D, your spirit team has to work as an orchestra. Everybody has a part to play, like an instrument to play. Everyone has a part to play. They have their own job in your favor to open these doors behind the scenes. You may not know, but they are opening them. You got to do your part. Remember, God, Spirit, Divine, Universe, they help those who help themselves. That's if you don't have karma racked up so high that you got to pay that debt down. I must say that, because people don't know about getting rid of that debt that they accumulated. Okay? So if you don't have so much debt that you have to get rid of, if you don't have, we are going to have some debt, okay, here on this 3D, on this earth. But you have to continue to do your part. You have to. And you have to do it now. Not later, now. So my advice to you is stop waiting for certainty before moving. Because you're certain, you just don't know it. Opportunities grow through action. They're not just going to fall in your lap. And then you say, okay, well, I'm ready now that this opportunity is here. It doesn't work like that. Keep going. Even if you're not sure what's going to unfold for you, what doors are going to be open for you, what resources are going to be presented before you. If you stay focused on what it is you're doing, the divine is going to bring it right in front of your face. It's going to be presented to you right in front of your eyes for you to take advantage of. Fear disguised as preparation still keeps you stuck. So you got to eliminate that fear, right? Right. Eliminate the fear, because it is disguised as preparation. You're saying, I'll do it when I feel like it, because you don't feel as though you are ready, but you are. You feel as though you need to over preparate, or even if that's a word, I forgot the word that I used earlier, but you're overdoing something and you don't have to. Fear disguised as preparation still keeps you stuck. So if you move, you won't be stuck. If you act, you won't be stuck. Just do it. That old Nike sign, just do it. Okay? As a matter of fact, I got a sign like that on my desk. Just do it. Okay? All right. So, with the 6 of coins and the options card paired together, this energy is multiple opportunities, choices, exchanges, and shifting dynamics. So the 6 of coins is about being generous, is about small actions can lead to a significant impact. I was just saying that, right? The Six of Coins or tokens also represent reciprocity, balance, and giving and receiving. Okay? So, what you put in to whatever it is you're doing, you're going to get something out of it. What you put in, you're going to get out. You got to give in order to receive. You got to act in order for your goals to be met. Right? Right. But the options card as complexity. Some people have too many choices and no clarity. You may be pressured to decide about something. You may have been offered false choices. You could have been presented with unpleasant trade-offs. Or you could have been limited, or you could have had limited choices, or you could have been second best. And this could have been dealing with another energy in this reading as well. This card involved dating multiple people. Either you or someone else in your energy was dating multiple people, juggling priorities, scattered focus. This could also involve financial opportunities when it comes to options. Inconsistent energy exchanges. A lot of options here. Some good, some bad. When it comes to dating multiple people, some people may think it's good. Personally, I don't. There's too many messy people out there. Too many energy vampires out there. Too many manipulators, too many narcissists. Too many con artists. Too many people doing too many things to be dealing with too many people. And everyone is juggling priorities that they feel as though are priorities. That's a lot of stuff going on. That means your focus is just scattered if you have too many people that you're focused on. Too many people that you're dating. You or somebody in this energy that you could have been dealing with. That leads to inconsistent energy exchanges. You don't want that. You don't want people pulling on your energy. You don't want people stealing your energy. You don't want to have to share your energy with the wrong person. And you don't want to exchange energies, okay? Because you don't want that nasty energy. Some people have nasty energy. I feel as though nasty energy is demonic, is negative, is dark. A lot of times you can smell. Now we all reek odor, okay, from perspiring, okay, not washing or what have you. But I am able to smell the demonic odor, a nasty odor that I wasn't sure what it was. Okay, I wasn't sure. I'm like, I smelled this odor before. I've smelled it on females.
and I thought it was a female scent. Okay, but I've smelled it on a male too. Go ahead, Spirit, keep confirming me. I smelled it on a male too. Once or twice, I smelled it on a male, on two different males that I can recall. And I'm like, this that multiple people nasty exchanging energies. This stuff is evil. But enough of that. Too many people with too many options without discernment creates confusion. Spiritually speaking, collective, you are learning every opportunity is not aligned. Some people are receiving options as tests of discernment, not rewards. Not everything available deserves your energy. So my advice to you, choose quality over quantity. That is an old saying. I remember that when I was a little girl in second grade. That is an old phrase that appears to have been faded out. Now that a lot of people are focused on collecting bodies, as the younger folks say, okay? How many bodies do you have? Males want to ask the female, I wonder how many bodies you meaning how many sexual partners have they been with? Stop entertaining situations that drain your clarity. That drains clarity, period. Like this, annoying phone calls, excessive messages. It is intrusive behavior. They flood you with demands and requests for what? To push their own agenda. That situation can drain your clarity. It may not have drained your clarity because, again, my last reading said Spirit wanted you to speak up, tell your truth, tell the truth, tell what it is you know, because they don't think you know what it is that they've been doing to you, how they betrayed you, how they was in cahoots with people, how they stole from you, how they really don't like you in a relationship with you, whether it was platonic or romantic or a relative or on a job or whatever it is. You had to speak up. Discernment matters more than availability. Just because they are available with their intrusive behavior doesn't mean that they should be in your environment, in your space, in your life, in your energy, in your circle. They shouldn't have your focus. So when you use your discernment and you know this about them, you won't be as available as they are to you. You won't be available to them as they are to you because you used your discernment. The Nine of Swords reversed with the mindlessness and studying sideways. I feel as though this is anxiety mixed with avoidance. The Nine of Swords reverse suggests that someone is trying to recover mentally. This could be you or someone in your energy. It suggests emotional exhaustion, suppressed stress, and someone avoiding deeper fears. The mindlessness is about superficial living and emotional numbness. Someone going through the motions, someone making mistakes, someone having misunderstandings. The studying is about going back to school, which could be you, which you could feel as though the reason why you're not ready, but you are. Invest in your future, learn valuable lessons. And that's what you're doing here when you use your discernment. You learn valuable lessons. Seek ways to better yourself by not being as available as people want you to be, as they strategically planning you to be. This card coming out sideways with both of these messages suggests consuming information without applying it, learning without integration. It suggests spiritual overconsumption. This feels like watching readings, self-help content, or spiritual content constantly without actually changing behavior is what someone is doing. That's the raw truth. But spiritually speaking, this information overloaded with this information is overloaded with embodiment. Some people know every spiritual concept imaginable, yet still abandon themselves emotionally in real life. This could be you or that person in your energy. Knowledge means nothing without application, without applying it. So when you get the knowledge, you know the knowledge, you know the lesson, the valuable lessons that you learn, make sure you apply it. Because if not, you'll be mindlessness. My advice to you, stop consuming healing content non-stop without implementing it. Rush your nervous system. Awareness without action changes nothing. Remember, you have to act, you have to do, you have to move, you have to implement to make changes, to create outcomes. They have the Six of Swords and screen time. This is transition energy tied heavily to digital spaces. Some of you are emotionally escaping through the phones you're on, social media. Some of you are escaping through binge watching, reels, content, and online distractions. The Six of Swords is about embracing a calmer vibe. And it usually indicates moving towards calmer waters. But screen time is saying that your time is wasted. There's superficial engagement that diminished mental clarity and excessive focus on digital devices. Some people are avoiding emotional reality through constant stimulation. This feels like I'll distract myself instead of confronting what hurts. This could be you or someone in your energy. Someone could be on social media a lot, binge watching, or online. They could be watching you as they excessively text you or make phone calls. Spiritually speaking, too much digital noise is interfering with inner clarity. Now, you could be on social media often, and it could be interfering with your inner clarity. So that's something you have to be mindful of, because you don't want to waste your time. You don't want to continue to waste your time. And you don't want the diminished mental clarity to be a factor. When you have to take action, you have to move. You don't want that, because you will put yourself in procrastination mode if you continue to do that. Spirit is asking, when was the last time you sat with yourself without needing stimulation? Give yourself a second to think about that. When was the last time you sat with yourself without needing stimulation? Like meditating, not watching television, not on your phone, not texting anyone, not looking at reels. When was the last time you did that? When was the last time you just sat in the chair quiet without thinking about anything on your mind? My advice to you, reduce unnecessary screen time. Your clarity improves in silence. That's how you improve your clarity, when you're silent, when you're meditating. So stop using distraction as emotional survival, because you're not going to survive off those distractions. It doesn't work like that. The Three of Swords, reverse, paired with the Stress card. This is healing trying to happen right here, while stress keeps reopening wounds. This is what I see. The Three of Swords reverse suggests recovery, emotional release, and gradual healing. That's what's needed from you or someone in your energy. Recovery, emotional release. Someone needs to gradually heal from something. But stress says the nervous system is still overloaded. There are burnouts and fatigue. You or someone in your energy could be having that. Reacting with sensitivity. Now, that's that person in your energy with that annoying phone calls. Whoever had the excessive text messages, the intrusive behavior, stress interfering with your life, worry of others' opinion. Someone is worried with others' opinion. Some of you are healing emotionally while still remaining in environments that constantly trigger pain. This could be you or someone in your energy. So whatever situation that you left yourself in or environment that you left yourself in, it could be on a job, it could be a business that you have, it could be the neighborhood you be in, it could be the group of friends you be around, it could be your business partners. But whatever you are connected to, whatever situation you are in, you are healing emotionally while still remaining in that situation, in that environment, with that person that constantly trigger pain. Now, I know you had to respond to these annoying calls or text messages, okay? Because they trigger pain. That annoying call triggers pain, okay? You cannot heal fully while staying connected to what keeps you destabilizing. What keeps destabilizing you. You can't fully heal while being connected to what keeps destabilizing you. Spiritually speaking, collective, you are purging emotional heaviness. If you're not, you need to. But resistance to change is prolonging suffering. Healing requires release, boundaries, honesty with yourself. If you're honest with yourself, you'll know exactly what to do. You'll know what you need to stop doing and what you need to do. You need to stop being available, stop responding, because healing also requires nervous system regulation, not just positive thinking, but release, boundaries in place, and being honest with yourself and what it is that needs to be done. My advice to you, protect your peace more aggressively. Stop reopening wounds for temporary comfort. Healing also requires environmental change. The Two of Wands reverse and two smooth here at the bottom of the decks. This is hesitation combined with manipulation or illusion. The Two of Wands reverse suggests fear of the future, indecision, lack of direction, and delayed planning. That could be you or someone in this energy. The Two Smooth is about overconfidence, lack of authenticity, trying to be perfect and hiding underlying issues. This feels like charm masking inconsistency. Somebody talking beautifully without real substance. It feels like situations looking easier than they truly are. Spirit says, if it feels overly polished but emotionally confusing, pay attention. Spiritually speaking, this is misalignment hiding behind attractive packaging. Some opportunities, people, or situations look good externally, but your intuition quietly feels uneasy. That feeling matters. My advice to you, stop ignoring subtle discomfort. Not everything that sounds good is good for you. Discernment protects your future. The affirmation for this reading: I release emotional overwhelm, mental clutter, and unhealthy attachments. I trust my intuition, protect my peace, and choose clarity over distraction. The deeper truth of this reading is this: collective. You are overstimulated but emotionally underhealed. Too many of you are distracting yourselves instead of confronting yourselves, consuming instead of applying, scrolling instead of grounding. You are waiting instead of moving, and entertaining confusion instead of choosing clarity. And Spirit says your next level requires emotional discipline. Not just spiritual knowledge, not just awareness, not just manifestation techniques. Real discipline, real honesty, real change, and real action. Because eventually, distractions stop working, and you're left face to face with yourself. Blessings, protection, transformation, and purpose, one battle at a time. Remember, you are a warrior. You are divine, and your transformation is already unfolding. Join the circle, embrace the guidance, and continue to alchemize your journey. Subscribe, like, and comment.